What up guys, Shifty here, back into the game with another manufacturer comparison. It's been a while, but today we're going to compare not one, not two, not three, basically you already saw in the thumbnail, 5 Nissan GTRs. This is the most I've ever done in a manufacturer comparison video. So look at that, 5 GTRs. Yes, I know some of them are white, some of them are gray, but basically you get the idea. They're all the same models, 5 GTRs from 5 different brands. So let's go ahead and take a look and what are the differences, which one is the best, and let's look at the pros and cons of each car. So let's all start with the front part of the car. So as you all see, all of them has plastic front lights. Some cars from different manufacturers has printed headlights, but interestingly, all 5 manufacturers did the same thing. They all have 5 different plastic headlights. Oh, except for this one. I'm so sorry. The Burago has printed headlights. So I guess Burago decided to be the black sheep of the family, and you know what? They gave it printed headlights. As for the other 4, yes, they all are plastic, but they're all different in their own ways. The Majorette and Hot Wheels one, they're both very similar. As you can see, they're almost black. They're almost completely hard to see, but they are plastic right there. For the Tomica and the green light version, if you take a close look, yes, it's clear plastic, but you can sort of see where the plastic is coming from. You can see like the circular part within the headlights, and on the Tomica version it's in the center. Look at that, it's in the center of the headlight. But on the green light, they made it more discreet. It's in the rear part of the headlight, and between the two, I think this one looks much better as compared to this. This looks like this Tomica version makes it look like as if it has eyeballs for the headlights, right? Yeah, now that I've said that, you probably can't unsee that, but yes. So yes, 4 plastic lights and 1 printed light. Maybe if the Burago version, if they did give it printed lights, they could have at least given it details that you usually see on your Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars. But this one is just a plain gray front light tempo, so it's not really that nice. Personally, I prefer the plastic lights, and among the 4 of them, I think Majorette and Hot Wheels did a good job. I just don't really like the black circle dots on these 2 cars right here. So let's move on to the side, and this is where lots of things are. There's a lot of differences in the side. So let's start with the green light. The green light is the best one, mainly because of the wheels. It has real riders or rubber tires basically, and co-molded 5-star spoke wheels. Look at that, very nice. And not to mention, it also has some side tempos right there. For the Burago version, these are not rubber tires, these are plastic wheels, but it does have co-molded wheels as well. Look at that, they're molded, you can see like through the wheel, and it's really nice, and side details as well. As for the Majorette version, it also has co-molded wheels, no real riders, but it does have suspension. Look at that. Gotta love suspension. And oh, look at that, among all the 5 cars, this has side mirrors. Majorette added side mirrors to these cars, and you don't get to see side mirrors very often on 1/64 models, so that's an interesting thing right there. And among the 5 of them, there are 2 with opening doors. This Majorette version right here, look at that, opening doors. You gotta love opening features. And the one from Tomica, look at that, these 2 bad boys have opening doors, and that's really nice. Oh, and yes, for those who don't know, Tomica has suspensions too, and on the one on the Tomica version, the Tomica suspension is actually better. Well, let's not forget the Hot Wheels. I think among the 5 of them, the Hot Wheels is the worst. Why? It does not have side mirrors, it does not have suspension, it does not have rubber tires, it does not have side details, and not to mention, it does not have the side panel for the window right here. As you can see, there's a small black tempo printed on right here to act as like the side peeler for the window. But for the other diecast manufacturers, if you take a close look right here, for example this Burago version, you can see this black panel right here is over there. Same thing goes for the green light, there's a black panel right there. The Majorette has this black panel right there, and even the Tomica version has a black panel right there. But no, the Hot Wheels version, this window goes all around the car. If you have not watched my manufacturer comparison video, well, I'm telling you now, this whole window is one piece, and it's really weird. So in terms of the side, I guess they all have their perks, but we all can agree that the Hot Wheels version is the least attractive. Now heading on to the rear, I think they're all very similar. So let's take a close look right here, and I guess, oh, look at that. So the Burago and the green light version not only has the rear red light, but look at that, for the green light it has the Nissan logo right there, the GTR emblem, and a metal spoiler. And on the Burago version, same thing, it has the Nissan logo, the red rear light tempos, and oh whoa, look at that, Burago took it one step further and gave the spoiler some rear light tempos as well. So that's a really nice touch. As for the other cars, they only have plain red light tempos for the rear. Look at it, just all red, and not like the other one right here, which has the reverse light. This one is all red. But among the three of them, the Topica version has a Nissan license plate, and same thing, rear light Nissan logo, rear light Nissan logo, and rear light Nissan logo. But the Hot Wheels and majored version does not have any rear license plate. Oh man, just look at that. So far you've already developed an opinion for each car. You might find one particular car really nice, worth it, while the other is really bad. But there's one thing you should keep in mind: the price of the cars. The cars currently are actually arranged from cheapest to most expensive. Yes, this Hot Wheels version, according to Singapore price, is $6 US, followed by the Majoret, which is $7 US, followed by the Tomica, same price, $7 US. Brago, funny enough, is also $7, and his green light is $15. Maybe a lot of you, or maybe some of you, find this the best because of the real riders and the cold molded wheels and the nice details, but do note you're paying $15 for this car. If you're in the USA, I think this costs $2 US. The Major is $350. Tomicas are hard to define because there is no Tomica in the USA. As for Brago, I'm not sure what it costs there, but maybe I'm assuming it's a 4 to 5 range. And green lights are in the $6 to $7 range, so they're still in the correct order. But here in Singapore, this is twice as expensive as these 4 cars on average. So yes, you gotta take note of the price and see which one is the most worth it. And well, there is one final thing you need to take note of. There's some micro details before I get to my verdict. This majored version, first of all, it does not have the hood details. As you can see, they all have the black thing, the black what on the hood right here, except for this majored version. I'm not sure why they omitted that detail right there. And when it comes to the spoiler, I think the green light has the best molded spoiler. If you take a look at the spoiler is a separate piece. I think that green light molded the spoiler and then like glued it to the rear part of the car. Look at that, the spoiler is really nice. It's not chunky as compared to most of these cars right here. The most chunkiest one is this Hot Wheels version, where the spoiler is just really part of the metal body of the car. Maybe if you take a look at this Brago right here, it's also not that bad. You can see the spoiler is a separate piece. So nice touch by these two guys right here from Brago and Greenlight. Very nice. Now, it's time to rank the car from best to worst. Alright, so this green light right here, yes, I know it costs 15 Singapore dollars or $7 around there, but for the price you're paying, you pay good money for good details. That's how it works when it comes to collecting these 1/64 diecast cars. But this green light right here, I like it. It has a metal base, real riders, nice details. It might not have any opening features or side mirrors like the Majorets or Tomicas, but I really like the details, really nice to look at. So this will be my number one, ignoring the price tag, of course. You're paying good money for the price. For the second place, okay, this one's pretty hard, but for me, my opinion, I think the Majoret takes the second place. Because of the side mirror, the opening features, the details are alright, they're pretty good, and not to mention suspension. For the price you're paying for $7 among these two cars, which also cost $7 among the three of them, this is my favorite, so this takes the second place. And between the Tomica and Brago, I really don't like this eye looking thing on the headlights, but other than that, the Tomica with the suspension, opening features, and overall the nice quality, Tomica has really good quality. This shall be my third place right here. And the Brago, I do like the cold molded wheels, although they're not real riders. The wheels does look nice on the Brago, and not to mention the paint. Look at that paint. The paint is really nice. It's almost like polished or chrome, but it's not chrome, it's just silver. It's just done really nicely. So that'll be my fourth place. And guys, I love Hot Wheels car. Believe me, I'm not being biased here. I'm just giving my honest opinion. I love Hot Wheels cars. And for those who are coming from, just passing by my channel for the first time, if you don't believe that I like Hot Wheels car, well, this is my collection. As you can see, I have plenty of Hot Wheels cars in my collection. So if you think I'm being biased towards these cars right here, no, the Hot Wheels, in my opinion, is the worst, mainly because of the chunky spoiler on the rear, the lack of opening features, and there's no suspension, no metal base, no real riders. I do like this, don't get me wrong, I still like the Hot Wheels version, but what I'm trying to say is, among the 5 of them, the Hot Wheels version is the worst, you could say. So yes, the best is the Green Light, Majoret, Tomica, Brago, and lastly, Hot Wheels. So hey, this is my opinion. How about you guys? How would you rank these cars from 1 to 5? I would love to spark some conversation down in the comment section below. I like to think maybe you'll think that maybe the Tomica version is better because of this and that. Tell me your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And this is the thing about this manufacturer comparison. It's really based on your opinion. So hey, come bring on the dislikes. A lot of people are getting triggered because I put the Hot Wheels last place. Oh yes. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, hey, why not subscribe to my channel? If you like Hot Wheels cars, Majors, Tomicas, Buragos, whatever, the 1/64 diecast car, be sure to subscribe to my channel. But yes, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.